सन्मात्रमद्वयमनामयचिच्छरीरं तत्त्वं पदार्थनिगमामृतबोधरूपं कोऽहं विचारमहसैव च बोधनीयम् आनन्दमात्मरमणं शरणं प्रपद्ये।
उपासकानां यदुपासनीयम् उपात्तवासं वटशाखिमूले तद्धाम दाक्षिण्यजुषा स्वमूर्त्यां जाकर्तु चित्ते मम बोधरूपम् विद्राविताशेषतमो गणेन मुद्रा विशेषेण मुहुर्मुनीनां निरस्य मायां दयया विधत्ते देवो महान् तत्त्वमसीति बोधम् अपारसच्चित्सुखवारिराशेः यस्योर्मिमात्रं भुवनं समस्तम् गुहाहितं तं रमणं गभीरं चिन्ताविहीनं हृदि चिन्तयामि। करुणापूर्णसुधाब्धे कबलितघनविश्वरूपकिरणावल्याम् अरुणाचलपरमात्मन् अरुणो भव चित्तकञ्जसुविकासाय त्वयि अरुणाचल सर्वं भूत्वा स्थित्वा प्रलीनम् एतच्चित्रम् हृद्यहमित्यात्मतया नृत्यसि भोः ते वदन्ति हृदयं नाम अहम् इति कुत आयातीत्यन्विष्यान्तः प्रविष्टयात्यमलधियाम् अवगम्य स्वं रूपं शाम्यत्यरुणाचलत्वयि नदीवाब्धौ त्यक्त्वा विषयं बाह्यं रुद्धप्राणेन रुद्धमनसान्तस्त्वां ध्यायन् पश्यति योगी दीथितिम् अरुणाचलत्वयि महीयं ते त्वय्यर्पितमनसा त्वां पश्यन् सर्वं तवाकृतितयां सततं भजते अनन्यप्रीत्यां स जयत्यरुणाचलत्वयि सुखे मग्नः। हृदयकुहरमध्ये केवलं ब्रह्ममात्रं ह्यहमहमिति साक्षात् आत्मरूपेण भाति हृदि विषमनसा स्वं चिन्वता मज्जता वां पवनचलनरोधादात्मनिष्ठो भवत्वम्। So from today we are taking Ulladu Narpadu Anubandham. Ulladu Narpadu, the talk is already going on in the relay, which was done in Osur Ashram. Now we need something, some base for the satsang. So in Arunachala, we will have Bhagavan's works one by one. Already we are having Aksharamanamālai, other songs from Stuti Panchakam in Tamil also. So now we will have Anubandham. Anubandham means, Anu means continuing, continuity. Bandham means connection. So Anubandham means supplement, that which continuous. Ulladu Narpadu of Bhagavan Ramana Maharshi is basically in Tamil, and all the verses in Ulladu Narpadu are originally Bhagavan's, written by Bhagavan, original. In this work, Anubandham, it is all translations. Anuvadam. In Tamil they say Anuvadanunmalai. Anuvadam. Bhagavan has done translation of many works. Actually, this Anubandham came first, because many people took many of the songs or verses from Yōga Vāsiṣṭham, some verses from Bhagavatam, and some verses from Shankaracharya. Bhagavan translated them to Tamil, and Bhagavan also in between composed some verses of his own. Like that, so many verses came. These all happened when Bhagavan was living quietly in the hill, mostly Virupaksha Guha Skandashramam. According to Bhagavan, that was his golden period. Very often he used to remark, after coming down to the ashram, Bhagavan used to speak about his relaxed life in Arunachala. And he used to say about it that that is real life. One should be free. And the greatest difficulty that he faced after coming down is from food. Too much food. So in the mountain they used to take bhiksha and prepare food for 4 people. And if 6 people, 2 more devotees come, they used to water it. Pour more water or buttermilk into it. And not even salt. Sometimes for taste, Bhagavan used to say, we used to take a salt, solid salt, and touch it in the tongue. Only that much. And the body was very healthy. Mind was also very, very fresh. So, those were golden days. Very free, very quiet. Lot of walking in the hill. No disturbance from people. And after coming down to Ramanashram, always people will be there. Even in night, some people will be there. And Bhagavan used to call his sofa as his jail. Why I am saying this is, the songs poured forth when he was free. A poet needs absolute freedom. And a real poet is a sage, or a sage alone is a poet. He has something to say about the beyond. That way Bhagavan wrote many, many verses in the hill. So this Ulladu Narpadu all came from Arunachala. And the Anubandham, after coming down, what happened is, editing happened. So Muruganar was there. So he was a thorough scholar. So he took Bhagavan's written verses, and the translations were put on one side and the original works were put on the other side. And 40 verses must be completed. So some more Bhagavan wrote. Like that the Ulladu Narpadu came. And the rest translated verses were kept separate as Anubandham. But this Anubandham has a message to deliver. Bhagavan belongs to that great tradition of rishis, sages. Right from the Vedic period to our period. He comes in the same tradition. You should not think Ramana Maharshi as his own teaching, separate from the Vedic teaching. Then that will not be a credit. That is why Muruganar sang about Bhagavan Veda Nanmudi Mel Vilangurum Vittaka. That great sage who is shining forth in the hill of Vedas. And not only Muruganar, Bhagavan himself sang like that. Vedantate veru ara vilangum veda-poruḻ. That which shines forth in Vedanta Shastra, in the Upanishads. And that essence Bhagavan gave to us. So to authentically say about that, Bhagavan translated works from Yōga Vāsiṣṭham, because Bhagavan gave so much importance to Yōga Vāsiṣṭham. Vedanta, traditional Vedanta, we have Upanishads and then Shankaracharya's works on the Upanishads. And this Yōga Vāsiṣṭham stands out in a way that Yōga Vāsiṣṭham gives out this teaching of Atma Vichara, which Bhagavan was revealing. The same Atma Vichara, Yōga Vāsiṣṭham also reveals. And it speaks about various type of jnanis. Those who lived in the world and abided, remained as the realized beings. So this Yōga Vāsiṣṭham, Bhagavan gave much importance. Once Bhagavan remarked, somebody asked about Vāsiṣṭham. In Tamil, it was available as Jnana Vāsiṣṭham. So someone asked about Yōga Vāsiṣṭham. Bhagavan remarked, ஞானத்தை அடைய கிரந்தங்கள், நூல்கள் தேவையானால் வாசிஷ்டம் ஒன்று போதும். He said, if books are necessary for realization, Vāsiṣṭha is enough. So he gave great importance to Yōga Vāsiṣṭham. Then Shankaracharya's works like Dakshinamurti Stotram, Vivekachudamani, Atmabodha. And in this Anubandham, there are verses from Bhajagovindam. And many places Bhagavan said, the same Shankara is speaking through me. And some other verses from Bhagavatam, some other Puranas, they were also taken. So these are all like Bhagavan, whatever Bhagavan did has profound meaning. We should be very, very careful when we handle with them. And the purpose is, without a doubt, a light, a guidance to know what the path is. And there is always a tendency, if Bhagavan had not done this, I am damn sure, even now that tendency is there. People will say, Bhagavan Ramana Maharshi has his own religion. It will become a new religion. It will become a new religion. So to guard us, to take us, help us, protect us from doing that error, Bhagavan very well declared, there are stories where he said, whatever the sages of the yore told, I am saying the same thing. If they have not told this, it will not come through this mouth. So that was very clear. More than that, he very clearly said that we belong to this Advaita mark. No confusion at all. No confusion. No other respect to every path. Bhagavan never speaks about anything else. Even with Devata, Ishta Devata Vishaya, Bhagavan stuck to Arunachala. Even as Shiva Bhakta, he did not go to Chidambaram or he did not go to Ekambareshwara, he did not. Even there it was single. And the teaching is pure, unadulterated Advaita. And he said what the Shankaracharya said, that alone I am also saying the same Shankara is speaking through me. 2 verses. One is on the Atmabodha, the other is Dakshinamurti Stotram. Both places he says, Achangaran Tunjumennulle. One verse he says. Another verse he says, Shankara is not different from the Atma. The same Shankara is speaking through me now in Tamil. So that was very, very clear declaration. Apart from that, some Agama Shastra, Shivagama Shastra, which speaks about Advaita, that also Bhagavan took. So these are something which Bhagavan has given us. And now we have already finished Ulladu Narpadu. Now we are entering the Anubandham. So this Anubandham, there is a Mangala shloka to Anubandham also, like Ulladu Narpadu. edaṉkaṇṇē nilaiyāhi yirundiḍumiv ulagamelam edaṉa dellā edaninriv vaṉaittulahu meṛumōmaṯ ṟivaiyāvum edaṉporuṭṭām edaṉāliv vaiyamelā meṛundiḍumiv meduvē ஆகும் அதுதானே uḻa-poruڵam சத்தியமாம் a-c-sorupam அகத்தில் வைப்பாம் இவ்வுலகமெல்லாம் edaṉkaṇṇē நிலையாகி இருந்திடும். எதனது எல்லாம் எதனின்று இவ்-அனைத்து உலகும் எழுமோ மற்றும் இவையாவும் எதன்-பொருட்டாம் எதனால் இவ்-வையம் எல்லாம் எழுந்திடும். இவ்-ellāmum எதுவே ஆகும். அதுதானே uḻa-poruڵam சத்தியம் ஆம் a-c-sorupam அகத்தில் வைப்பாம். This is the first Mangalam verse. This is Sampradayam which Bhagavan Badarayana has given in Brahma Sutra. It's great wonder that Bhagavan sticks to it. In Arunachala Pancharatna also he does this. Here also he does this. Arunachala Pancharatna Bhagavan said, Tvai Arunachala sarvam bhutva sthitva pralinam etat chitram hridi ahamiti nrityasi bhoho te vadanti hridayam nama. This is a verse which sticks to this sampradaya of Advaita Vedanta, where Badarayana has given the sutra of Janmadhyasya. Because when you start your spiritual search, you are not aware of the self, the Atman or Brahma. You are seeing the world, your life, nothing else. This is the only thing we know. So a sutra, a clue is given from where all this has arisen and in which everything remains and to which everything goes back. That is Brahma. This is Janmadhyasya yataha. Janma adi asya yataha. Creation, sustenance and destruction happens in the self, in the Atman. Where it happens, that is the truth, the Satyam. So in this song also Bhagavan sticks to it, that method. என்ன சொல்றார்? Methodology அது. What is it? என்ன அந்த சம்பிரதாயத்துக்கு ட்ரெடிஷனல் அந்த வாட் இஸ் மெத்தடாலஜி? Procedure, something like that. Because this is followed by traditionally all the sages. Not structure, nothing like that. So, this is the way. The Upanishad says, Yato va imani bhutani jayante, yena jatani jivanti, yat prayantyapi samvishanti. From where all these elements comes out, in which all these elements stay, and to which all the elements return back. That is Brahma. The purpose of this teaching is to tell you that all this is that. Ultimate conclusion is that. Because all these has arisen from that, all these are staying in that, and all these will go back to that. So now also in between all these are that. In Bhagavatam also, Bhagavata gives out as a great story and says that Sakshat Narayana, Vishnu, the primordial being, gave this teaching to the creator Brahma. Because he is going to create. And to him this teaching was given. Know this teaching and do your duty. This is the message. Because Brahma said, if I do creation, I am very afraid I will become egoistic. And the cause for ego is doership will come to me. Something I am creating. So Bhagavan said, doesn't matter, you know this secret that I alone exist. You don't exist. You are nothing but me. You have come out of me. Your creation is also going to come out of me. It is going to stay in me. It will merge in me. And before your creation, I alone was there. After dissolution, I alone will remain. Even now, I alone am. So where is the question of ego? Ahameva agre nanyad yad sadasat param. Very beautiful. It says, in the beginning, I alone was. This was the teaching given by Bhagavan. I alone was. Nothing else. Nothing else as visible or invisible, manifest or unmanifest, good or bad, this world or that world, or the supreme, worldly or spiritual, nothing existed other than that one non-dual existence. Pashad, later on, அதுக்கப்புறம் என்ன வந்தது? நான் மட்டும்தான் இருந்தேன். நான் தான் இருந்தேன். இப்போ நான் தான் இருக்கேன். Pashad aham. After that, I alone. Then later on, yo avashishyeta. What will remain here? I alone will remain. So all the past, present and future, I alone exist. Nothing else exists. Nothing else exists. Once you know this, then you will, and you know, Bhagavan tells Brahma, this is the teaching given to you. Now you should do one thing. Before starting your duty, you have to absorb this teaching in samadhi. Etan matam samatishta paramena samadhina. By supreme samadhi. Samadhi means every thought, every manifestation, you have to see it as arising from the unmanifest, from the perfection. Every imperfection is arising from perfection. Every finite thing is arising from the infinite. Every name and form is arising from the nameless, formless being. And by the knowledge, you recognize everything like that, and by knowledge you absorb it. Antah pralayam. This samadhi abhyasa is called antah pralayam. It is the inner pralaya, inner deluge. A thought arises, you absorb that thought by understanding that thought has no existence. And the thought is absorbed into the source. The I arises, you understand that the I has no existence apart from the source. The I is absorbed into the source. An emotion arises, you understand that the emotion has no existence apart from that motionless nishala tattva. And that emotion is withdrawn, is absorbed into the source. And with this, when the mind is projected through the senses, you see the world, you see this man, that man, woman, man, incidents, events happening, and you see that all of them are that one. Like the wave or bubble arising in the ocean is nothing but water, the same water. With this knowledge, the moment you see, a pralaya happens. In the sense, it goes back to the source. It merges in the source. A kind of jnana pralaya, atyantika pralaya. They call it the eternal deluge. No more creation. And by this, the person goes beyond creation. That is what in Gita also Krishna says, ihaivatayirjida sarga. They conquer creation. They go beyond creation. That is what yesterday it was asked. Ajatavada. Nothing is born. It is impossible for anything to take birth. To come to this state of experience, every movement is absorbed into the still one, the stillness of the self. For that, first, you understand that everything arises there, stays there, and goes back. Everything in the world has a rising. Everything is staying somewhere, and everything will to one day merge back. It is like a wave arising, staying and going back. And what is it? In essence, it is nothing but water. Like that, by taking a name or form, by taking a shape, a mold, a mode, the stuff is same. The essence is same. To say this, so the first maṅgalam. See, as I told, it's very interesting that this janmadhyasya yatah I told. So Bhagavatam also begins with janmadhyasya yatah, because it is giving a clue that this big book has only one purpose to serve, ultimately to tell you with open eyes you should have samadhi. All your interactions, to one day you have to make it divine. Every relationship should become divine. That is bhakti. And so giving a clue, that's a very, very difficult verse in the very beginning. Janmadhyasya yatonvayad itaratasya artheshu abhijñaswarad tene brahma hridaya adikavaye muhyanti yat surayah tejo vari mridam yatha vinimayo yatra trisargo mrisha dhamna svena sada nirasta guhakam satyam param dhimahi. This is the first verse. Lakshmana Sharma has translated this Tamil verse of Bhagavan to Sanskrit. The Ulladu Narpadu Kavyakanta Ganapati Muni translated as Saddarshanam, but he did not translate the Anubandham. But Lakshmana Sharma has translated fully. So here he is very much aware of this sampradaya. See how he does. Yasminneva bhavet sthitam jagaditam yasyaiva sarvam jagat yasmat sarvamidam bhavet samuditam yasmai samastam bhavet enedam nikhilam jagat samudiyat sarvam yadeva swayam satyam guptadhanam tadeva hridaye tat sat param dhimahi. That satyam param dhimahi. Like that, he has written tat sat param dhimahi. That sat, that existence, that non-dual one reality, that supreme being we meditate upon. Tat sat param dhimahi. This is a very beautiful verse. So this is Mangalam, in which Bhagavan says, edaṉkaṇṇē nilaiyāhi yirundiḍumiv i-vv-ulaham. i-vv-ulaham edaṉkaṇṇē nilaiyāhi yirundiḍumiv. Where this entire world is staying, that which is the support to the world. One word they have translated it. edaṉkaṇṇē nilaiyāhi yirundiḍumiv ulagam ellām. For the Vedanti, for the inquirer, he is not bothered about world. He is bothered about the adhishthana, the source where the world is experienced or life is experienced. World, we should always remember, world means life. World doesn't mean planet or country or tree or plant or ocean. It is my life is my world. We should be very, very clear about it. Otherwise, if you take it as world, it has no end. Galaxies after galaxies you have to go. So my world means my life. So where does my life stay? See, when you know that your life is staying in Bhagavan, then why should you bother about? Because he is carrying you. You are sitting in his lap. Whatever you may do, wherever you have to reach, you will reach. Because he is walking. Long back I told, spontaneously an example came that an elephant is going from here, Rishi Tirtham, to Ramana Ashram. There is an ant in the elephant's head, sitting on the elephant's head. It is walking towards its tail and it is thinking that it will go to this kitchen. It is walking and it is rightfully doing its duty. It is walking in the right direction. The effort is done. All the while, the substratum which is carrying it is moving on the opposite direction. So whether it walks or whether it sits, it is going to reach Ramana Ashram. Like that, you are being carried by a compassionate presence. In it you stay. You have your being there. Every day, that is why whether you are a noble person, whether you are a sadhaka, whether you are a worldly person, the moment you sleep, Ishvara is hugging you, making you one with him, making you a merge in Brahman for the time being, and morning again leaving you out because you want to play. He is not against you. We say, so go and play. You want to be the same criminal or same sadhaka or same scholar or same fool, whatever it may be. He says, go and do the drama, but again come and merge in the night. edaṉkaṇṇē nilaiyāhi nirkum, in which everything is staying. i-vv-ulahamelā edaṉkaṇṇē nilaiyāhi nirkum, where the entire world is staying, and edaṉkaṇṇē, and the world belongs to Bhagavan. Sarvam achyuta nirmitam. Bhagavata says, you do not own anything, it all belongs to him. Ellāme and the Ishvaranodadha. medaṉiṇṭṛiv ulagum elumo. From where? So the whole thing belongs to him. Even your body does not belong to you. This is bhakti. Everything sarvam achyutanirmitam. It is all Bhagavan's, not mine. The body belongs to him. See, even Ramana Bhagavan had this attitude. One day, they have taken a sack of rice to the kitchen store. And some few grains have fallen there. Bhagavan was sitting there, kneeling down, taking one by one and putting them in his hand and taking them back to the store. Somebody asked Bhagavan, why are you doing this? Few grains will fall. Why so much? Not fuss, but chickanam. Frugal. Why are you so frugal? Why are you so concerned about few grains? You know what Bhagavan said? He said, இதில் ஒவ்வொரு மணி அரிசிக்கும் நான் அண்ணாமலையாருக்கு பதில் சொல்லி ஆகணும். He said, for each grain I have to give account to Arunachala. So I have no right to waste. Yasya, it all belongs to him. Naksharamana Bhagavan says, I belong to you. Now looking after me is your headache. Varumpadi sollilai. Vandu en padi ala. Varundidum talai vidhi Arunachala. You asked me to come, I came. Now you come and look after my destiny, my life. Oh, it is very difficult. You have made your life into a chaos. That is your destiny. Because now it is all yours. Sarvam Bhagavataha eva. It is all, it belongs to Bhagavan. Yasya. i-vv-aṉaittu from where all this arises. We have already told that. Matru ṟivaiyāvum edaṉkaṇṇē. Why all this creation? People will ask this question only when they suffer. Only when they suffer, they will ask, why this creation? When you enjoy, you never ask. Even about mind also, when you are enjoying, who is bothered about my mind is fickle, my mind is not coming to control. Because every enjoyment is being done by mind. But when you find that mind is creating trouble, then only, why this mind is not being controlled? Why should Bhagavan create a mind? So why this? For whom this? Answer is, it is for him only. It is for him to play. So one devotee said, good play. You play and I am suffering. And then Bhagavan said, who is this I? Who are you? I don't know. Then you look into this I. The devotee looked and he found that that is also he. So there is no I to claim I am suffering, that I also is missing. He alone was there. He became me. He became the world. He became everything and started playing with me. And when I inquire into this me, I find that the me is also he. Very strange sport. Kaivalya Keli. kushalaha. Kurume kriyatam kushalam. Very, very beautiful song. Kaivalya keli kushala. That Bhakta calls Bhagavan as Kaivalya keli kushala. Kaivalya keli means the great play, great game of non-duality. For me, you give kushalam. Kushalam means saukhyam. How? By removing my identity separate from you. Only that kaivalyam is there, non-duality is there. So, edaṉal i-v-vaiyam yirundiḍumiv, by which this entire universe world is arising. i-vv-ellāmum meduvē. Whatever is beheld here is nothing but Bhagavan. And that one, that non-dual thing, that non-dual divine Ishvara, adutāṇē uḷa-poruḻam. This is definition for the first song, Ulladu, uḻa-poruḻ. Adutāṇē uḻa-poruڵam, satyamam, the changeless principle. The non-dual, the changeless principle, a-c-sorupam, that swarupa, that thing, satyamam a-c-sorupam, i-vv-vaiyam. Let us keep that changeless principle in the heart. Means remember that non-duality in the heart and play in the plurality. Eppodum ulladu ekanma vastuve, that one non-dual thing alone exists. Remember that and play. Satyamam a-c-sorupam i-vv-vaiyam. This is the Satyam Param Dhimahi. That Tat Sat Param Dhimahi. Satyam, oh, very beautiful. Yasminneva bhavet sthitam jagaditam. Where this world is staying, yasyaiva sarvam jagat. Whose is this world? Yasmat sarvamidam bhavet. From whom the world is coming. Samudidam yasmai samastam bhavet. For whom is this world? Yenedam nikhilam jagat samudiyat. By whom this world has arisen. Sarvam yadeva swayam. Is it there in the Tamil? Sarvam yadeva swayam. Adutāṇē uḻa-poruڵam edaṉal i-v-vaiyam meṛundiḍumiv meduvē. This world is that. The world is also that. What you see as the world, your life, your husband, your wife, your child, your enemy, your friend, Brahmachit Brahmabhuvanam Brahmabhuta Paramparaha, Brahmāham Brahmamat Shatruhu, Brahmamat Mitrabandhavaha. It is all Brahman. Satyam, that truth, Gupta Dhanam, that great treasure, hidden treasure inside. Tedāduttranal Thiruvarul Nidhi. Tadeva Hridaye, that is there in your heart. Tat Sat, that is the Sat, the changeless one. Param, the supreme. Dhimahi, we meditate upon. Tat Sat Param Dhimahi. So this is the Mangala Viruttam, not Venba. This is not Venba. It is the, it comes from the Yōga Vāsiṣṭham. So with this verse, we will conclude the first. Arunachala Shiva, Arunachala Shiva, Arunachala Shiva, Arunachala, Arunachala Shiva, Arunachala Shiva, Arunachala Shiva, Arunachala.